Welcome back to Working on Exploring. If you saw our California to Washington travel video, you already know we made it to Washington. And we are staying in Everett, which is north of Seattle. We are mooch docking here for about 3 weeks. Check out how Maximus ended up being level.
I just want to show you what Maximus looks like really tall, and the reason he's really tall is we had to level ourselves out with makeshift blocks. There's 3 of them under here, they're all different sizes.
Even Cooper got a custom ramp. In this video, since this is our first long-term run in the camper, we have a couple of updates on truck camper life in Maximus, including a new addition to the camper. While here, I was fortunate enough to enjoy a few of the area's sights, and in this video I'll show my discoveries, including a trip to Skagit Valley's annual Tulip Festival. Hello there. Well, since we are on the road, I wanted to let you know, sadly, that there is no Steve's Shop Talk because there's no shop with us on the road. But we do have a couple things we want to share with you on the inside of the camper. One is the table got done and added before we left home, so it's been great, and Steve's pretty proud of a couple of the features that he added to that, so I'll show you that detail. And also, Washington's kind of cold in the spring, so we've been using our diesel heater. We wanted to give you a little bit more information of how well that heater has been working for us. We're really actually pleased with how it's been performing, how little you actually have to use it, and the reason for that is coming up, so stay tuned, and I hope you like the travel part of the video as well.
One of the unusual parts of the construction of the camper was the ventilation system that I designed into it. It has 4 ceiling fans in the traditional sense. It has 1 in the rear and 1 in the front in the bunk. But this false ceiling is also a ventilation device. The intention of the ventilation in the camper was that I wanted to circulate air from the front to the rear of the camper so that I didn't have to worry about temperature differences. Our diesel air heater is underneath the kitchen counter, and it heats the main room, and when it's running, I want to be able to have this air duct draw air from the bunk and exhaust it in the back here, which causes a forward circulation of the air in the camper to keep everything at the same temperature. And we tested it here recently in Washington, where we stayed for 3 weeks, and it worked very well to make sure that the air temperature in the bunk was always the same as the rest of the camper.
There are 2 camper design elements that contribute to our heating efficiency. One was the air circulation you just saw, and the other is our 2 inches of polyiso insulation. Our walls are an insulation rating of R13 as compared to many RVs using 3/4 inch of fiberglass insulation at an R2.5 rating. Seeing acres of fully blooming tulips was quite a sight. I didn't even know this was a thing in Washington, let alone just an hour drive north of where we were staying. To keep it simple, I bought my ticket online. After learning how crazy busy it gets on the weekend, I opted for an early weekday morning time slot. After packing up some snacks, cameras, and water, I headed out in the Jeep. It was sunny when I left, but turned into a foggy drive, which was disappointing to see. But less than an hour of walking around the gardens, and the tulips were alive under a full sun. There are 2 large tulip gardens you can visit. I chose Rosengard, but if you have time, visit Tulip Town as well. The ticket includes your parking, and the early birds had no problem finding a spot.
little patches way over there and the people walking through them. Look how foggy it is today though. I was really surprised. It's starting to burn off. I was a little nervous driving up when I saw how dark it was getting outside. I'm like, oh, no sunshine for the flowers this morning, but it's coming. Next up was a drive over to Laconner, located on the Swinomish Channels and home to the Valley's Tulip Festival. It is a beautiful historic village and is described as a tiny town with big charm. This is Pioneer Park, right on the water's edge. And it looks like there's a camping area if you're doing a water trail, canoe and kayak, that you can stay over. I didn't see it yet, but it's on the map. I am cooking you curry.
Oh, I love curry.
Oh, stop. So we're using up all your carrots. And actually that tends to be when we eat curry, is there's no other vegetables but carrots. So we're going to cook those up. We have a yellow curry paste. There's some powder that we bought from Winco, some brown sugar, and we'll cook the chicken.
That sounds wonderful. How do you do that?
I'm going to do it now. I'll show you. I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to just show you.
Okay. Show me, baby.
Show me. This is going to happen. First, I'm going to heat up my pan here, and we have the induction cooktop going. I'm going to make it somewhat hot because we want to get this simmering. We've got some oil in here, just olive oil. Steve says add lots of oil. A scoop of the paste.
Scoop.
And we will do 2 teaspoons.
No,
curry.
tablespoon.
Oh, tablespoon. Tablespoon. So we're going to get this warmed up and mixed all together with the whisk.
This is Thai curry or Indian curry?
This is our Thai curry. So I'm going to go get my coconut milk out. Okay, and we're going to add our coconut milk. And then we're going to get this all mixed together. And then add our chicken. Carrots. Alright. We have some cube chicken here. Oops. Good thing Cooper's not right there. He's trying to eat raw chicken.
Throw it all in there, cover it up, and come back later.
Alright, now we added our carrots. Steve added my carrots for me. And we're going to throw the cover on and let this kind of cook down and get this meat broken up and defrosted. Let it simmer.
Nice thick sauce with all that sweet, spicy goodness.
Yep. So if you have to thicken your sauce up, just add a little thickener. We use cassava flour. You can use flour, you can use cornstarch, whatever works for you. So how's dinner, honey?
Dinner's fabulous. It's curry. We like our curry.
We like our curry. You know what else we like?
What do we like?
Wine with our curry.
Our Sapelle table has been getting a lot of use. At full size, it's roomy for working and eating. When we want to just be couch potatoes, we can fold in the sides, giving us more couch space and even a couple of cup holders. It'll extend out for a more comfortable sitting position and reveals the power plug and cable storage area. Back in Everett, if you enjoy boats, marinas, ocean views, and gardens, there is much to choose from. My next trip here needs to be in warmer weather, and a kayaking trip will definitely be in the plans. Thank you for joining us and checking out our travels in the new rig. We definitely enjoyed this trip into Washington, and the tulip fields were quite a sight. Next up, we will be driving into Idaho and finally get a chance to test the new 220 amp battery charging alternator. We'll share the findings in our next video and on the blog. If you like this video, make sure you click the subscribe button and click like to follow our projects and travels in the new rig. We hope to see you out on the road, and good luck with your own working and exploring.